Hello everyone, this is Dr. Dix coming back at you with another video. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button when you're viewing my video to subscribe to my YouTube channel. On Instagram, you can reach out to me at kingofautomation_AI and follow me. You can also on LinkedIn send me a connection request and search for Dr. Patrick Dix. And lastly, go to my website, thedixconsultinggroup.com. You can read my bio, you can view more of my videos, you can also contact me, and lastly, you can reach out to me for a consultation and select one that fits your needs. So again, I look forward to hearing from you. The topic of this video is why right now is the best time to learn. I want everyone to think about this. Think about this time last year. I've been talking about artificial intelligence since 2018, and I started to do interviews about it in 2021. I want people to think about since last year when I did my first, I'll call it my symposium, talking about will automation eliminate your job. Look how fast technology has moved since then. Look at the recent reports of the 300 plus million jobs that came out a couple of months ago. I want you to also think about the 4,000 jobs that were lost in May. I want you to think about how artificial intelligence is even impacting the cybersecurity arena of AI is being used to create malware attacks on servers, computers, etc. So what I want people to think about is, what can you do right now? One thing you can do right now is get prepared. One thing I want people to remember is you cannot walk off the street and learn how artificial intelligence and automation works. It is very difficult. I'm going to be honest. I am very fluent with it because I have a computer science background, and there are other people that have a similar skill set. So if you also have a technical and analytical background, you can look at many of the things that are going on with artificial intelligence and automation, and you can easily pick it up. To the sector of the world and to the sector of the population that have no experience, you are going to have to learn very fast how this technology works. It is going to impact your life. It is going to change how things are done. It is going to make your life to where either you learn how to do it or you don't. And what I'm noticing when I go into stores right now is they're forcing you to adapt to it. I went into a Dollar General in the area, and if you know anything about Family Dollar, Dollar General, some of those stores in Dollar Tree, I forgot about that one, Dollar Tree. Many of those stores are in big and rural areas because they offer products for a lower price to people that don't have much money. And I like to go into those stores. They have just about everything you have in a Walmart or a big store. And I'm noticing the evolution of self-checkout aisles. I even took a picture, which I'm going to post on one of my pages, Instagram or my YouTube page, and show everyone they are forcing you to do this. So my question will be to people is, if Dollar General, Dollar Tree, or Family Dollar is willing to put in a self-checkout aisle, what does that mean for you or your job? That's why right now is the time to strike while the iron's hot, as the old people would say. If you don't have the correct skill set, you need to enroll in school as soon as possible. You need to make sure you have the correct skill set, and you need to know what you're doing. The only way we are going to get around this is to know what you're doing, to feel confident, and to be trained. There is time to train and to learn how AI and automation works. But one of the things you cannot do is sit on the sideline wishing and hoping that this will go away. The technology is here. I even created a video talking about 2030. 2030 is a blip right now. We're talking about in 2023 how fast things have moved. I just want people to think about how fast things are going to move and how more sophisticated it's going to be in the next 24 to 36 months. That's why I'm going around the United States talking about how not to be passed on by this technology, how to invest in it, how to learn how it works, and how to adapt with it. I mentioned this before. There's never been any other time in history that technology or let's say a process could replace humans. We are now at that we are now at that fork in the road, excuse me. And I want people to remember, where do you stand at? Are you going to be on the side of technology of it growing, or are you going to be left behind? I mentioned in previous videos talking about the horse and carriage. I talked about electricity, and I've talked about other evolutions of how people that did not adapt were left behind. And I'll use a great example right here. As we all know, computers were created in the 1950s, 1940s. And remember, computers used to be in one big room. Before that, people used to write everything out on hand. They had those manual typewriters, or If you're old enough to remember, I remember us having a Smithsonian or some kind of typewriter that had a ribbon in it, but you could type in it and it was on that old white paper. So I want people to think about people that rejected using a computer were left behind. I even heard older people say that, hey, a computer, it can keep tasks on me. And it also shows when I logged in or log out. That's why I don't like computers. I want people to think about those people that did not adapt to learning, those people that did not learn how to adapt to use a computer became obsolete. The same thing is going to happen now with artificial intelligence and automation. If you don't learn how these technologies work or how they're going to impact your life or a combination of both, you will be left behind, no doubt about it. And there are going to be a lot of people that this passes by, not because they're not smart enough to learn about what it is because they didn't think it was going to happen to them. Any of the things that I do can be automated. Many of the things you do could be automated. I'm just in the same boat as everyone else, and I want people to understand that I'm no different than anyone else. Many of the things I do, creating classes, teaching, etc., can be automated. So if I'm willing to fight for myself, I'm willing to fight for everyone else to help them understand that they must earn and gain a new skill set if they want to be employable in the future. And without a new skill set or transferable skill set, you're not going to make it. The cost of living is going to continue to rise. It's going to rise and it's going to stay the same as it is now. It's just like the heat trend that's going on. They're saying July was the hottest July on record. I want people to think about, just imagine how hot it used to be 15 years ago and just think about how it's increased. You either adjusted to it or either, you passed on from it or you found other means to stay cool. I want people to think about right now is adapting and learning and overcoming. So that's why I'm talking about right now is the best time to get off your ass, just call it what it is, and learn and do something, because without that, you are not going to make it in the future. I'm here to tell you, you can make it, but you're going to have to put one foot before the other, and you're going to have to be willing to make mistakes to learn. When I do interviews, sometimes I say the wrong things or I'll forget things, and I have to research and make sure that I know what I'm saying. And I have to also research and say, hey, I left this thing out, or I need to talk more about this. I want people to remember, practice makes perfect. I'm practicing giving the interviews. I'm creating this interview right now. And I also want you to think about how can you practice right now to make yourself employable and stay employable, because the break we're having right now is not going to always be here. Companies are getting back to business slowly but surely. Foreclosures and all of these repos and all of these things are going to come up eventually. But if you want to be employable and you want to keep yourself in the job market, you are going to have to get another skill set. And again, right now is the best time to strike while the iron's hot. So again, this is Dr. Dix coming back at you with another video. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.